What is up, you guys? It's Twinlesstwin, and I've got a really exciting list for you today. So, you may have already seen my article that is now up on Metafy, and you should definitely check us out there. We're moving over from Metafy. They really sold us on their commitment to making a better experience for creators, for users, and are really the number one platform for gaming content. If you want to check it out now this week, and you're going to be able to get 30% off if you use code DELVE30. That's code DELVE 30 Delve 30. So you can get 30% off right now of a membership if you check out the Merc guides. Link will be down below. Anyways, this is my Splinter Twin Wizards deck. And guys, I have to say, I made a tweet that got 500 likes and it said, Snapcaster Mage is not a 4 of, it's not even a 1 of. And, looking back, I have some regrets. I think maybe I was the problem, not our good friend Snapcaster Mage. So I retooled the list. I took out preordains. I added in considers and tune the narratives. I added in impulses. And then in the sideboard, I added some really strong, Snapcaster targets in surgical extraction, consigned to memory, Veil of Summer, Meltdown, and Pyroclasm. All of these just phenomenal Snapcaster targets, and really tried to make Snapcaster playable. And the reason that you want Snapcaster to be playable is because it is a wizard and a blue creature, and that means we can play Flame of Anor and Flare of Denial. These two cards are really, really strong. Flare of Denial both works proactively, so protecting your combo for free. So you can jam your combo on turn 4 if you already had like a Thunder Trap trainer in play. You've got that free Force of Will effect. Or defensively, if you have something in play, you can use Flare of Denial as a counter on the opponent, stop their payoffs. So it's a really flexible combo or counter spell in that regard. We've also got Flame of Anor. When you have a wizard in play, it's a 3-for-1 pretty much all the time. Mox Opal just got unbanned, so destroying artifacts is not a bad place to be in Modern right now. And then just kind of rounding out the deck, we've got Galvanic Discharge, a couple Tune the Narratives to hopefully help us deal with those Psychic Frogs. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this. So we're already in a match. So let's get over there. And this is our starting hand. Okay, well, in the blind, I'd say this is a keep. I mean, any hand that can go Thunder Trap on 2 and then Flame of Anor on 3 sounds pretty good to me. Ancient Stirrings, okay, so it could be Tron, it could be Brood Scale. I mean, preferably, I guess it's Brood Scale just based on our hand, but if it's Tron, we are happy that they let on a forest, not a turn 1 Tron land. Double check we are recording, right? Yeah, we are. I'm at my at-home Christmas laptop setup, so okay, Eldrazi Temple. That still could be either technically. Let's just play a fetch land and pass. Yeah, this setup is a little bit scuffed, I won't lie, but I just, even though I'm home and I don't have my PC, I wanted to get this content for you guys. Okay, so Talisman makes me think that we're looking at like Eldrazi Ramp, not Brood Scale, potentially through the Breach even. All right, well, I didn't want to have to bin that. Maybe I wanted it later, but unfortunately, there's no other option but to bin it there. Don't need a fifth land drop. Okay, and let's just get down this Thunder Trap Trainer to set us up for hopefully a Flame of Anor next turn. I mean, um, okay, we whiffed. Yeah, Thunder Trap Trainer normally hits. I mean, we have, I haven't looked at the exact math of it, but it's very favorable for Thunder Trap to hit. It can hit Splinter Twin. We have some Sink and Suppors as lands that we can hit with Thunder Trap, and really just like a couple creatures. So that's pretty unlikely. But we don't really need that, the Thunder Trap to hit. It's just enabling these 3 Flame of Anors in our hand, which are going to be very, very good. Um, okay. So I think we can just put on an upkeep stop. Let's attack. Generally, this deck is not winning by damage, but, there is a chance, and it doesn't really hurt to attack. So I'm gonna go destroy target artifact and draw 2 cards. This is gonna take them off red mana. They might be Underworld Breach potentially, or sorry, through the breach, not Underworld Breach. Um, and so I don't want them to be able to cast that this turn. Okay, we find a Flare of Denial. So there exactly you're seeing it, right? Like we're tapped out, but we have that answer up to Flare of Denial something. So the Thunder Trap has given us a lot of value. It basically gave us, draw 2 cards, and now is going to be a free, counter spell for us. Put Null Drifter under the Ugin's Labyrinth. So I'm expecting big plays from the opponent next turn, which is a little scary. I mean, for now, we just have to keep attacking. I mean, if they do something like play Null Drifter, we're actually just okay with that, right? Because we'll play our Flame of Anor, killing the Null Drifter and drawing 2 cards ourselves. So they spent 7 mana and we spent a grand total of 3 mana. So that's actually pretty funny. Hoping that this is a Null Drifter, not okay, it's Devourer of Destiny. All right, let's think about this. I like to start by drawing 2. Just to see what else we find. But I mean, realistically, we probably want to flare this. I mean, we did find the snap. We might want to hold on to our flare. We have plays like snap, flame plus discharge, not next turn, but the following turn. Um, And this Devourer, I mean, it's really just gonna hit us a couple times, but we can, yeah. I think with this hand, we're actually very comfortable just letting this happen. Um, okay. Let's go ahead and play a Misty and pass. We can discard Spire Bluff Canal. All right, so our opponent gets in. We'll take it. That's fine. I guess kind of the hope here is they like play a Null Drifter or something, and then we can go Snapcaster Flame, and then untap, cast the Flame from our hand plus discharge. Then we have Flare Up. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards. I mean, it's enough to grind against these, really strong ETB Eldrazi decks for sure. Here they are playing Evoked Null Drifter. Okay, so if they chose to evoke it, um, which is interesting. I guess to me that signals maybe they have like a Thought Seer or something that they were planning on casting. Because otherwise, I don't know why you would evoke. Okay, Talisman. Actually, we can spell snare that. Let's just draw 2. Retro Steam Vents. How many fetchables do we have left? Maybe I could have fetched first, I guess, to avoid that, but okay. We have some options here. I don't hate any of them. Like we could just play Exarch and hold up Flare of Denial. Like Exarch tap your Devourer. I think that you don't really want to do that though because you ideally you really want to play Exarch on their end step to avoid like running it into a Devourer of Destiny. So let's just do this and then in combat we can snap Flame of Anor plus Galvanic Discharge to clean up this Devourer. Yeah, Stern Scolding, I don't think has a single target in the opponent's deck, so that is not great as a draw. And then one of these lands is gonna fail to find, so we're kind of we're looking at five real cards in our deck, basically. Ooh, World Breaker. Okay. Oh, I should have let the shoot. Okay. Well, I just gave them free info. All right, let's see what they grab with this. This could be a problem. I mean, game one, something like an Emrakul could be a real problem for us. All right, Emrakul the Promised End, and right now they have uh okay, creature, sorcery, land, artifact. So it costs 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so next turn we have the option of maybe tapping a land if necessary. Probably it will be necessary. I don't know if I should say if necessary, when necessary. But the Exarch should take them off of at least Emrakul mana, and then hopefully they don't have another Devourer because I think we actually have, okay, so now we have double twin. That's really helpful. Um, all right, so in their upkeep, we can flash in an Exarch, tap the Eldrazi Temple, or the yeah, let's tap the Eldrazi Temple because they if we tap Ugin's Labyrinth, then they can just return this Null Drifter and like cast it to find something. But if we tap the temple, that should actually be pretty good. Take them off 2 mana. All right, so they can't cast the Emrakul now. We have Flare of Denial up, so really what's uh-oh. Can they cast Emrakul now? Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they're one short, right? Creature, land, artifact, sorcery. Okay. I count they're one short. Um I hope that my counting is good. Utopia Sprawl. Okay, so that's break even. That's fine. Last card is Emrakul. Alright, we win. Yeah, we just need to not let them world breaker us. And we win. Okay, so I mean close game, to be honest. Just flash in this other one. We can just like tap. It doesn't matter. Tap a land. And then we untap. The only thing that's stopping us from winning here is that my mouse that I have here at home is very unpredictable, so it could it could slip. All right. So sideboarding against this deck, we're very happy to bring in these 3 consigns, and we're pretty happy to take out a couple discharges. Magus also great, so we'll bring that in. I think this is one where Flame is like a bit weaker. And then, oh, these Stern Scoldings. Yep, we talked about those. Those are not gonna be in our deck. Okay, so we'll keep in the flame. Just, I mean, a draw two is a draw two, right? Um, and sometimes, you get the extra value, shatter an artifact, or kill a thought not seer or something. So there is value there. There's value there. So this will be our sideboard plan. Yeah, having, the three consigns and then four snapcaster mages actually feels really good for this matchup. So that's like the upside to Snapcaster, I'd say, is that, you get these cheap 1 mana hoser spells in your postboard games, and you essentially have more copies of them. I kept this hand, and now I'm looking at it, and it is a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, it's just a lot of nothing right now. Um, Not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a little bit of a stressful thing where we need to definitely find some pieces of interaction here. Um, Sowing Myco spawn. Okay, so now we know. All right, let's start. Oh, yep, mouse is doing it again. All right, we're gonna start by shocking this in and just passing. Um, yeah, I don't know how important Tune is for Galvanic Discharge, a bit of a rant on Tune the Narrative. The other option is Opt, in my opinion. Like, you really want to have at least six 1 mana cantrips that you can Snapcaster back, because you really want to not have situations where you're looking at a Snapcaster in your hand and it can't just be like a end of your turn three play. Because the idea is like they're gonna hold up mana for Splinter Twin, and then you don't flash in the Exarch. Instead, you go end of your turn three, like Snapcaster, Consider, and now they look like a fool for holding up mana, right? Okay, well, we don't need a third Thundertrap Trainer, but a Flame of Anor is interesting. Um, let's just Thundertrap here. Ideally, looking for Flare of Denial, Consign to Memory. I think those are basically the two cards that we want to draw. Um, yeah, the fact that just like having consistent snapcasters is going to go a long way, I think, in this deck towards making the card actually, reasonable. All right, so we found consign. That's great. It's going to mean that their Myco spawn is going to not do very much. Okay, talisman. That's fine. Oh man, I'm already, looking ahead and I'm thinking, all right, so consign your Myco spawn and then shatter this talisman, draw two. Like, guys, the cards. We're gonna be drawing cards, all right. Um, all right, Flare of Denial 2. Another card I'm pretty happy to draw here. Just gives us an extra, blanket layer of protection. Yeah, I'm gonna hold up the consign because we are expecting the Myco spawn. I guess attacking there was free. Get those chip points in. You never know. You get three Thundertrap trainers in play. That's almost a Delver of Secrets. And I actually couldn't care less about the Cavern of Souls, right? Like the 3/3 body is not the part of the Myco spawn that we are afraid of. Um, it's the other parts. But I guess I shouldn't say I couldn't care less because I do care, just not about them resolving a 3/3 is what I mean to say. So yeah, I will just go replicate one and then take out this. F6. Yep, you get your 3/3. You can have it. And then let's just go. Right, we do need to hit a land, ideally. We're going to shatter this and try to draw a land. Okay, we don't hit a land. That's not ideal. Um, well, it's okay. We can discard. I think this Thunder Trap or the Tomb. No, the Thunder Trap's probably the best discard here. We don't need a We don't need another one of those. Eldrazi Temple gets them up to 6 mana. Yeah, the uncounterable 7 drops are a little bit scary. Shifting Woodland, copying Emrakul the Promised End. They have Delirium. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Does this thing? It gets everything. Oh no. Let's go down to 3 or 2. Wow, that I missed that. So that's pretty cool. They like rumbled over the Emrakul and then they copied it. Misty Rainforest. All right, what can that do for us? Well, we need some way to. I think basically we're on like Find Deceiver Exarch, so we can tune the narrative, try to rip a Deceiver Exarch. Okay, now we bluff them so that hopefully they. I'm gonna set an upkeep stop and just kind of hope that they like see this as a bluff and they don't go for the woodland activation because of Deceiver Exarch. Like if they just attack for 3 here, we flame it, draw 2. We're not in good shape, but we are alive, so there's that. Um, yeah, the other problem is that we're going to not be able to use any fetch lands for the rest of the game. So that's gonna hinder our mana development. They're thinking about it. Oh, they're doing it. Okay. You got it. All right. Well, I've never seen that actually play out, so that was, I guess, it was kind of cool. I don't think we need graveyard hate to worry about this. I mean, there's a lot of things we could do. I guess like you could make an argument that discharge is worse, but I think discharge is still better. If you like tune the narrative, then discharge can kill some of their stuff, like wretched. Yeah, I just don't think surgical is really going to be that great, pretty much ever. And I mean, I guess lantern cycles. I could be convinced on the lantern. Okay, too late. Maybe the lantern could convince me. This is a funny one. I mean, I think that we'll just like flash in Snapcaster as Flare of Denial fodder on turn 2, and then like turn 3, Exarch, tap a land. Turn 4, book the win. That's the plan at least. So let's see if we can pull that plan off. Okay, we do have a start with Ugin's Labyrinth and a Talisman. Okay, it's a pretty fast start. Okay, so we need a land. I'm gonna bin it. I'm playing aggressively here. I think that we can really like we can get the combo here, and I wanna play to that. I guess with this consign, maybe we slow down a turn. And them passing here does kind of make me think they could have Kozilek's. So let's just get a surveil. I mean, yeah, it's a good draw, but I really want that land. I think I'm actually gonna bin this. This might be insane, but we basically have consign twice already in hand with the Snapcaster Mage, right? And there's like a third consign. So we basically have three consigned to memories already in hand. So really the land is a higher priority. I feel smarter making that decision now than we drew a Snapcaster Mage, I guess. But can we I think I'll basically snap consign anything here and wait a turn on the Exarch, and then the following turn I'll Exarch their Ugin's Labyrinth and upkeep to deny them 2 mana. But I kind of want to wait until I have the oh, okay. That changes things. I mean that's yeah, that's Stone Rain, potentially. I guess we just consign the trigger, so we're fine. Stirrings. Okay, Stirrings resolves. Yeah, like if they play something like Thought Not Seer, we just consign the trigger. They could evoke Null Drifter, consign the trigger. So yeah, consign covers us pretty well here. Covers our bases nicely. And then if we can get this Snapcaster in play, get this Snapcaster in play, so we. Oh, Kozilek's command is gonna be annoying. That is annoying to deal with. And for some reason, this 0 is just stuck there. Okay. Well, right now they can't Kozilek's command our Exarch away. Do we have to play Afraid of Dismember? I want to make a play here, but I just don't have a good play to make. That's the thing. Yeah, I think we just have to untap. Ripping a land would be huge. Okay, we do rip the land. I guess if that was the case, I could have just flashed in a naked Snapcaster last turn. Target can sign, and then. But then if they go for the return, it's trouble. Okay, they just untap. So they're also playing it kind of afraid, which I think is good for us. Only 2 surveil lands in this list, so we don't have any more surveils. Hitting like a just hitting more land drops is really what my goal is here. I do definitely wish we had just flashed in the. Okay, maybe we're getting rewarded though. I was gonna say I wish that we had flashed in the. All right, I think we can just go for the win here. We're not gonna have flare up, but like I don't know what we would need to have flare up for in this spot. Because what we're gonna do is Exarch, untap our land, and then copy both of the Myco spawn triggered abilities. Okay, F6. So you get your Myco spawn. Now I'll play the Splinter Twin. Sweet. All right, guys, we got the dub, and this was an awesome first match. I'm gonna be making sure to make more content around Splinter Twin decks. This Wizards list included. If you checked out the article on Metafy, you saw that there's a Grixis list I have, a Rug list, a Jeskai list, and a blue-red aggro list. So we've got a bunch of different lists of Splinter Twin we're working on. Pyganti's also working on some Psychic Frog Fair decks. I'm working on Arc like Phoenix, so lots to be excited about with these new unbans. If you're a blue cantrip tempo lover, definitely check us out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. And now the awkward time where I click over to Streamlabs and click end video. All right, thanks guys.